So for most of my life, I believed that strength meant doing everything alone. I thought asking for help made me weak, that it somehow would erase all of the progress that I had fought so hard for. But moving to Tanzania has changed that. Here, no one does life alone. Not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. And learning that, truly learning it, has been one of the hardest and yet most beautiful lessons of my life. I used to wear independence like it was my armor. It made me feel safe, it gave me control, and it kept me from being vulnerable. When I first began life in a wheelchair 23 years ago, I was told everything that I wouldn't be able to do. And sometimes those words were so triggering that I refused to ask for help. Ever. I didn't want to hear "you can't" one more time. I didn't want anyone defining me or defining my limits for me. Because the truth is, no one gets to tell me what I can or can't do except God. I've always believed that God gave me the gift of resilience so that I could push against the paradigm of what people believed was possible for someone who became paralyzed. And proving them wrong became my mission, to a fault. Every challenge became a test. Every obstacle an opportunity to prove that I could do it, and I could do it alone. But here's what I've learned. When your walls are built that high, they don't just keep people out, they keep love out too. And love, connection, community, those are the very things that heal us. Life in Tanzania is a completely different rhythm. If someone's bucket is heavy, someone else takes the handle. If your car breaks down, a stranger will stop to help you push it. People here don't wait for permission to help. They just show up. It's how life works. Here. and that's where I started to notice my own discomfort. Every time someone offered to push my chair over a rough road, or carry a bag for me, or even open a door, I'd catch myself saying, no, I've got it. But the truth was, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I was exhausted. Sometimes I was scared. Sometimes I just needed someone to take that weight just for a moment. And every time I resisted, what I was really saying was, I don't trust you enough to help me. Learning to accept help wasn't about ability. It was about trust. It was about believing that strength isn't measured by how much you can carry alone, but rather by how open you are to letting others carry part of it with you. I think a lot about the difference between surviving and healing. Surviving taught me independence. Healing is teaching me interdependence. That shift from doing everything on my own to letting others help, that's where real strength began for me. Because independence may get you through the storm, but community is what keeps you standing after it passes. We were never meant to carry everything by ourselves. And maybe that's what grace really looks like. letting someone else steady you when your hands are tired of holding on. Living here in Tanzania has taught me that asking for help, it doesn't make me less capable. It makes me more connected. The strongest thing I've ever done wasn't pushing myself up a mountain. It was letting people walk beside me and even carry me when I could no longer move on my own. In the next episode of Accessible Africa, we'll explore how faith and community, how they intertwine here, and how we're building opportunities through the Dealers of Hope Foundation, both here and in the United States. Until then, remember, sometimes the bravest words that you can say are, "I need help."